Which, spoiler alert, is like, it's a story about a couple. It's a really, really good movie.
If you guys are going to talk about it, I'm going to walk out.
No, you can't.
No.
Bro,
Honestly,
I prepared
I
prepared a 1 hour
If you
segment
want to
on
talk
this.
about it, that's fine, but I'm going to walk out.
Don't.
I want to know about this.
I want to know. I want to tell him about it.
All right, I'm walking out.
Bro, actually?
What do you mean? Wait, come back. Do you want to jump on the pod in his absence then?
Oh my God, yes. Okay, yes.
This is not going to plan. So welcome to the chat, Serena, Zendaya, and Robert Pattinson. And
In the forest. And left him there
and she left him
overnight.
overnight.
What?
And didn't tell
what?
anyone.
Oh, I'm so excited. What is
Okay,
it?
so
Wait, can we go
essentially-
through your predictions?
Yeah, what
I
do you
thought
think
it
it
was
is?
murder. Well, he finally launched his business.
Oh, okay, finally. So we can talk
Yes.
about it now.
We can.
Finally.
All right, cool. So why don't you give us TLDR of what this business
TLDR is that we've launched our very own property management company. It's enabled and elevated through tech.
What's it called?
Rentnest.
Rent?
Cameras work?
They're all recording.
This one's black screen. Black screen, bro.
Is it actually? Yeah.
There you go. Oh yeah, we'll review it.
Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Living the Dream. I'm so excited. In this episode, we talk about a recent movie that just came out, which you may have seen the trailer for. It's called The Drama. Now, I watched it. Spoiler alert. Basically run it by Rubs and Deeps. Well, Deeps actually walked out, so that was funny. But I talked about the scenario that takes place in the drama, and of course, it's very dramatic, which can be a deal breaker for a lot of couples in a relationship. So stay tuned for that one. And we also then talked about this article that was titled Chatbot History That Ruined My Relationship. So there's been a viral article that's gone around where essentially AI has ruined someone's relationship. We all use AI at some point. You're probably normal if you have used it for your relationship once or twice, in which case this is something that you might want to pay attention to. And then we wrap up where Robs believes the recent NASA trip was a lie and a scam. He believes it's all fake and it's a conspiracy and that we're being fed a lie. If you guys are interested, be sure to keep watching.
Living the dream, boys. Living the dream.
How we doing?
Good, hey you.
Yeah, I'm really good.
This is the first time we're shooting this late.
It's hot.
And this room is hot.
It's a
I don't
temperature.
understand it because it has AC vents in here, but
You just never make it
I
in.
don't know. I reckon the building manager guy doesn't like me, so he turns it off and on whenever he likes.
I have a coffee in my hand for ASMR purposes. In
Oh, yeah.
case
Oh,
that
yeah, go for it,
increases
go for it. And then you got to take the sip and then go,
Oh dear. Anyways, for
Anyway.
anyone
You know
that's
how
still
many-
watching,
Do you know
and
how many
listening,
shots there are?
Bro,
in
there's
there?
3 shots of coffee in
shots
this.
of-
you realize it's 4 p.m.
You realize I'm working till 9 p.m. tonight?
Oh, you're shooting
I'm
after
gonna shoot
this.
after this.
Okay.
Man hustler.
Okay, look, I care a lot about how you guys were all going, but on Monday, we had a shoot at the Wanderers, okay? And you mentioned, as in I'm pointing to Karthik right now, he mentions that
Who are
he
the
watched
Wanderers, by the
movie.
way?
Huh?
Who are the Wanderers?
The A-League team that we sponsor.
Oh, there
You know,
go.
know
Search
these
Property, the
things.
company I work for. Anyone that wants to buy a property should really hit us up.
Welcome to the chat.
We were sitting there, we were having El Janas because they organize El Janas for us. And Karthik goes, by the way, I just watched this movie and something happened in this movie and oh my God. And that's all he left me with. So now I've been waiting for this segment.
Yeah, okay, which we were going to dive into, but
Okay,
generally
okay.
we
You
go around.
just ruined his flow.
Yeah,
man.
like,
okay,
bro,
okay.
there's
You
a
just-
formula
I've
to
been
this.
waiting all day,
Bro, he doesn't get it.
Usually I ask, how are you? Because I actually care.
I care too.
Absolute novice, man. Absolute novice.
Any highlights you want to show before we get straight into the first segment?
Well, he finally launched his business.
Oh, okay, finally.
Ayo.
So we can
Yes.
talk about it now.
We can.
Finally.
All right, cool. So why don't you give us TLDR of what this
TLDR
business
is that we've launched our very own property management company. It's enabled and elevated through tech.
Question?
Yeah,
What's it called?
Rentnest.
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 Ooh, that's good.
I like that.
Rentnest.
You're renting your nest, a nest egg house, home. That's where I live.
I was
That's
thinking
so
like
good.
egg chocolate because I know you like chocolate eggs.
Bro,
You don't-
what is that?
Okay. Moving
Let's
on.
not associate chocolate with Rentnest.
Sure.
Let's not do that
Is that because you're brown?
because I'm brown. But yeah, look, it's been one in the works for a while, and I know
For
I've
a
been
very
te-
long time. Not a
I've
while.
been,
for
I've
a
been
fucking
teasing it
long
for a
time.
while. But you got to understand,
Brubs,
right?
you've been teasing us for 23, 24 episodes now.
You got to understand, we've been very intentional in the way we've curated the service and the model. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but what I will say is that, you know, we spent a lot of money on the tech and hiring the people ahead of time to build a system out to ultimately like shake things up and revolutionize what's currently happening in the property management space in Australia.
What's really cool, and I'll say this, is that a lot of people right now are going, oh, AI, tech, this, that. They're doing that so that there's less people on the ground and working. In this case, we still have property managers on the ground, but it's now with tech, we can go, you should be getting this as an investor.
It's an enhanced experience.
So you want the bare basics, you'll get that. But on top of that, you get X, Y, and Z. That shit's good.
I can't wait to like.
So you've now hard launched. This is a hard launch.
This is a hard launch.
Oh.
Serena, this is a hard launch, correct?
Serena's in the room for everyone.
Can
who didn't
confirm
know, but
that it is a
Serena's
hard launch. And let's just say I've spoken and we've soft rolled this out to about 50 landlords or owners. I am yet to hear one no from anyone that is using us.
Damn, that's a good conversion rate.
Heck
Maybe they're
yes.
just like hearing your voice.
ASMR.
Well, they know who's the
Now open the portal.
they know who the face of the business is. That's why they're like,
Yeah.
oh, let's go.
But
We
yeah,
want
no,
that
it's been one in the making,
Congrats,
but
man.
very excited. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Very
Thank you.
excited for
Thank
you.
you. So more to come.
So every week we get to hear a little bit about little progress updates.
Sure, why
every
not?
now and
I
then.
will give
Yeah.
you like a little 2-minute bit every week now.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So how's your special someone?
So I see what you did there. You asked about something you don't care about to ask about what you care about.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I care about.
Is it because you don't
Rentnest.
own property in Perth? Is that why?
Nah, I really don't.
But
watch this
So how was your week?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
What?
How's
I
your
thought we were
special
asking
I
you
asked
about.
the question about how's your special someone.
Yeah, I'm interested.
You
in
can't
that.
just deflect ching that.
She's great.
She's great.
She's great. Well,
Apparently, we're doing a games night at some point.
we are. We believe Sanjo's now been given the job to organise because you failed miserably. So we've
I'm
given
excited.
Sanjo to
I'm
organise.
excited.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's good.
games nights show a different side of a person. Like you see the competitive nature of someone.
I'm not very competitive, nor am I a games night kind of guy, but I can come to the table and assimilate because the special somebody loves playing games. So
Ooh, what a changed man already.
I like that.
Change
What's
man.
her favorite game to play?
Monopoly.
She likes Battlefield.
What? Like
Battlefield.
pew types on PlayStation.
No, you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
C10.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah.
thinking
You
Battlefield
sunk
on
my battleship.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I think it's called Battleship, not Battlefield, by the way.
Battleship, whatever.
Yeah.
I told you how much I love games, but
if it's-
Battlefield, you thought it was the...
I thought it was a PlayStation game. Oh, I'm like, she's a
she
gamer
loves
girl.
she loves a Nintendo Switch, by the way. So
Yeah.
Oh, does she have one?
no, but she keeps signaling to
Why
get
doesn't
one.
she just take mine? She can take mine.
Do you actually have one?
Bro, you bought it to play.
oh
Why
my
don't you-
god!
Why don't
Special
you use it?
someone sorted.
Oh, I want a Nintendo Switch.
Oh, well, you never asked for one.
But you know, I
It's
actually
too late.
do
It's too late.
game.
It's too late. It's too
The
late.
special someone.
It's too late. It's a special
Bobby
someone.
G,
Oh,
bro.
okay. So
Bobby
trumps
G, bro.
everything. Barbie G. Yeah.
Bro, you have... Don't even get me started. You literally, this bloke, he puts on his meta glasses while he plays a Steam Deck while he's playing the PS5. You have so many consoles.
Well, yeah, but I'm a gamer dude, so I like it.
How often would you game?
Not very often enough.
So then, how can you say
Gamer
you're a
dude.
gamer
Bro,
dude,
this
bro?
bloke-
I like to get back into the gamer mode when I actually have time, which I don't.
We
have
play
that
once a
much.
year during Christmas,
Which is
right?
Christmas,
Which is
and
our-
then we've never played since, and that's very sad for me. But
I remember when I got the Nintendo Switch, I wanted it only for one game,
Which
was an old game you could play on Game Boy, which was the Pokemon trading card game. And so I beat the game. I just played it nonstop for 2 hours a day. And I played it and knocked it off in I don't know, a week or some shit.
for any
And then I was like, what's life now?
couples listening to this, because I saw this on TikTok, so I'm like, oh, I go to my partner, I'm like, oh, we should try it, and it's called Overcooked 2, and basically,
Oh my god, on Netflix.
yes, you can do it on Netflix, but there's an
Yeah,
actual console
yeah.
version. I haven't played it on Netflix, but I'm assuming it's the same thing.
I got sent something about that today.
So basically, it's essentially where there's a timer for 2 minutes, and you're one person, and your partner plays another person. And the
it's
way
a
it
two-play
is-
game,
it's a
but yeah,
two-play game,
cool.
yeah, sure. And the way it is you got to assemble things in the kitchen and serve it up to the waiter or whatever. The way it works is that there's strategies. So the vegetables are on this side and the meat's on the other side, and so you have to divide and conquer and figure out, hey, what's the way that we want to do this? So some people have to cut something while somebody else has to fry something.
Wait, this is hectic.
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah, I like this game.
And I've realized that in between sessions, if I lose,
You would suck, eh?
no, I don't suck, but I do have I go in with a game plan. I'm like, hey, so let's focus on this and this and this, and let's try that.
I know what's happening.
So I take it a bit
You're
seriously.
focusing too much on the satay sauce, and you forget that there's other ingredients at play. That's what's happening.
I just want the satay sauce. You get everything else. But it is a fun thing. I highly actually encourage anyone.
So what do you
who's-
play on?
So I play on PS5, but
Bro, it's on Netflix.
Netflix just brought it out, so you use your phone as a controller.
As a
Oh,
controller.
that's pretty sick.
So
so
can you
let's
try
can
it
we
with
add that to
Sandro?
the game
What
itinerary?
if we play that at games night?
So how about let's just do this.
Yes.
Let's just do this. You and Special Someone try on Netflix. You and Sanjo try on Netflix first at home, and then we'll come and discuss about it on the pod
Okay.
like another time.
All right.
Then we can play team versus team.
I haven't seen that feature, but I'm sure there's
No,
probably
you
something
just
there.
make it up afterwards. It's like yeah, okay.
Vance got that out. Moving on.
That's cool.
That's cool.
No, Vance, keep that in.
All right. But yeah, I highly encourage games because I'm a gaming person.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Nice.
How are you going?
How am I going?
Still have
I'm-
a license?
Still have a license.
Nice.
Nothing in the mail yet saying you're
This is so dumb.
what? Well, blame Service New South Wales. Don't
Okay.
blame me.
Okay.
I have been driving responsibly. Haven't had any accidents.
Also, Service New South Wales, if you want to sponsor us.
Yeah, shout
What
out.
are they
be
going to
ready.
sponsor us with? Lower registration fees? F off.
As for other than that, just doing photography as per normal. So gigs every single day, 3 shots of coffee in. I'm buzzing, boys. So
Beautiful.
We're doing well.
Nice.
And yourself,
Nice.
lad?
I'm doing well. You know, the little one's turned 2 months now. So it's wild because we've gone through the whole journey on the pod, you know, where he was not born and now he's 2 months old. He came
then-
into
yep.
the office as well for the first time. So it was good for Sanjo to meet her company and the
good.
people that work there. And then obviously like he's a little cutie, so that's nice. But what happens is you guys see one version, right? He's so calm. You agree? So calm?
Yep.
So he doesn't cry, only if he doesn't get food. He'll basically do like a warning signal, which is, that's when you know, like, if I don't feed him, he's going to cry. So you go, cool, I'll do the same. Except I can't do that because that would be abnormal for someone in my age. So what you do is you go,
You do
cool,
cry.
I'm going to just,
He does
you know,
whinge.
I'm going to feed you. Until you get to witching hour. Okay?
Witching hour.
Witching hour. Okay.
Come again?
Now, technically, it's a couple of hours because boy is fun. He could be in the best mood. And this happens to all kids, by the way. So he's in the best mood the whole day until he gets to about 5:30 to 8 o'clock. Okay. In between that time,
Specifically those two,
Yep.
that bracket? Right.
during that time, so basically it's to a point where you have strategies to try and get him to sleep before 5:30 and hope he doesn't wake up till 8.
Okay.
Because if he gets through it, it's fine. But if he is awake, good effing luck. I'm telling you, like demon child. Okay? I'll take a video.
What happened?
He will non-stop cry. You got to feed him. You got to pat him. You want to soothe him. And the reason for it is because one, like initially, like it's more this gas build up throughout the entire day. But it's also because he doesn't know how to self-regulate. So it's like now it's going into the evening time. He doesn't know that. Like he's like wiring isn't there. His nervous system's a bit out of whack. So they will lose their shit during that time.
What's evening got to do with it?
I don't know. It's like the time of day changing over, some shit like
Circadian
that.
rhythm, perhaps?
Yep.
Sure.
Because it's getting darker now and all that. He just doesn't know how to compute. And bro, he will lose his mind.
So you want to, the moral of the story, you want to avoid witching hour.
Every parent that of a newborn will know exactly what this is.
Okay.
Because you go on TikTok and you look for strategies. And bruh, like it is real. And you just need to make it through. So I already know it's like 4 o'clock, right? So I go home. It's going to be
you
5:30.
enter that.
I'm walking into
What a
that.
witching hour.
Yeah. And hopefully you get through it.
Can you use that same strategy that a lot of parents are using, and that's also quite famous on TikTok, where if there's a kid that's throwing a tantrum, you say some other kid's name? Jessica.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that.
You say some other kid's name.
Maybe it
Yeah.
makes a bit more sense when they're a bit older because he doesn't even know his own name. So, he's
But
gonna
what
be
does
like, the
saying
F?
somebody else's name have to do with it?
I don't know. They just freak. They don't know how to compute. They're like, yeah.
Oh.
I tried last night the one where so I saw this strategy. I don't think it worked out, but every time he cries, you cry.
Did you
So
try that?
he's just like, ah. I was like, ah. And for the initial part, he was just looking at me because he's like, bro, you're supposed to be my dad. Like, what the F is this? And then after that, he just did not care. He was going straight.
The one-
So it got to the point where I eventually got him to sleep, but he's sleeping in my arms and I'm supposed to have dinner. Now, think about this. I'm the type of guy that wants to put something on TV before I start
Oh
eating
my
food.
God, your world.
I'm here going, just pass me this. I'll eat on the side while I hold the baby and make sure just timing. We just need to get through. Because after that, he's fine. It's whack.
I
bro.
reckon he's trolling
Interesting.
you guys.
Nah, this can't be fake.
No,
This,
this
is
is
legit.
real.
This is legit.
This is real.
He looks a bit like, I don't know.
Traumatized.
Yeah, something's not right here. This is interesting. We were just before we got into this pod room, I was talking to you about this. I spoke to Deeps about it downstairs when we got coffee. And I said that you can look at someone and you can say they give.
You're
they
talking
give-
very quickly, by the way. Is it because of the coffee? Or
Oh, here we go.
Or maybe this is just my normal speed. Maybe
Oh.
maybe this is the way I should be speaking because of the coffee. Maybe I'm always Anyways, moving on. But basically, when someone gives parent, and so
What gives parent?
yeah, when someone's giving parent, like you're like when I look at you, you're someone who gives like, oh, I can see you with the vibe of being a dad.
right.
But then I was saying this, unfortunately, I don't see that in Deeps. But then I don't know what it is.
Dog move.
I'm
bro.
not having a go at you. I'm just saying that there are some people that you don't give parent yet.
you don't give parent.
Serena, does she give parent?
She gives parent. Absolutely gives
The
parent.
hell?
Yep.
Do you think you give parent?
I said I don't, but Rob said I do. So
You think he gives parent?
yeah, but I think all three of you guys give parent.
oh,
Yeah.
who do you think doesn't give parent? Someone in the office.
Someone in the office.
Well, obviously, because I mean, just so we all know that person.
Jace doesn't give parent,
Yeah, right. Interesting.
but Jace is also 12.
He's not actually 12. It's just FYI. Yeah, right. Okay. I don't know if it's something that you.
Well, it's
like
funny
an
because when
aura.
I introduced Ari when we had the family thing on the weekend, your mum was there, and Karthik's mum comes up to me and goes, everyone here, I can see being a dad. You? I can never see in my life being a dad.
I think
Like you.
Karthik.
Is it
to,
me?
to Rob.
And I'm holding
Yeah.
the baby, and I was like, oh yeah.
Meanwhile, R is in his hand.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I obviously don't take offense to that, but
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's just in her mindset. She knows how I am as a person.
Yeah.
And she's like, you would just not change your world for anybody.
She doesn't know who you are now.
I'm a changed man. I'm a softie now.
You're a dad. You're a parent.
That's it.
You're a giving parent. Interesting. All right. Moving on to the first segment, actually, which you kind of introduced already.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I was with you 2 days ago at the Wanderers doing content there. And it was just a day before that where I'd watched.
we're finally on this.
We're
Okay.
finally on this, and now I get to
please.
talk about it. So, for context, this is a spoiler alert. Okay, if you guys are interested in watching the new movie that just came out called The Drama, do not. I mean, well, no, obviously
Well-
we want you to listen to this podcast.
Well,
in
what about
full.
us? We want to watch it.
I don't want to watch it.
She's not going to watch it, and you probably
Is it
ain't
an
gonna watch it.
824 production?
Yeah.
Bro, don't tell me.
You're
No.
kidding.
I will walk out.
You're kidding.
He's waited the whole.
You're kidding.
I will walk out.
You're
Bro,
kidding.
Just take it, bro.
Just
Who
take
cares?
it.
Nah.
Nah, you got to
Who
cop
cares,
it.
bro?
No, because this. No, we're going to talk about The Drama, which spoiler
Yes.
alert is like it's a really
No.
good movie.
Hang on a second. I want to watch this. I don't want to hear it.
Why?
No,
'Cause I wanna
prepared-
watch it.
Well, no, I've prepared like a segment.
No,
So
I
you-
want it, bro. I've been waiting so
No,
long
bro.
for this.
If you guys are going to talk about it, I'm going to walk out.
No, you can't.
No,
Like,
no.
bro.
Honestly,
I've prepared.
No, I
I've
don't
prepared
care.
a 1 hour
If you want
segment
to
on
talk
this.
about it, if you want to talk about it, that's fine. But I'm going to walk out.
Don't.
I want to know about this.
I want to know. I want to tell him about it.
All right, I'm walking out.
Bro, actually?
What do you mean? Wait, come back. All right, come back.
He's not coming back. He doesn't want to hear the spoiler.
He's actually not going to talk about it.
No, he's not.
Bro, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to know.
Wait, so you are finding out the thing now?
Yep, I'm finding it out.
Do you want to jump
Yep.
on the pod in his absence then?
Oh my god, yes. Okay, yes.
Okay, so this is not going to plan.
This is going exactly how we wanted it.
All
to.
right, so welcome to the chat, Serena. Serena, how do you feel being
All
on
right,
Living the Dream
Serena's finally
officially?
made Okay,
No
wait,
words.
wait. 3, 2,
Two,
1.
Living the dream, boys. Living the dream. Everyone's going to be so confused. What is going on?
Oh my
Just
gosh.
introduce yourself so people know for context who you are.
She's the big dog.
Hi, Serena.
And I am finally in front of the mic.
Yes. So proud of Serena.
What do you do
Let's
at SP?
this.
What do you do at SP?
Yes.
Okay, so
So the movie.
basically, I watched a movie called The Drama.
And you've seen it
and
now.
I've
Serena's
seen
seen it.
partial.
Okay.
Partial because she didn't want. She wanted to find out what it is before I ruined it, so she went ahead and watched it.
So, build the story.
Okay, so
what did
basically-
you say to me to get me hooked in this?
Basically, it's a story about a couple,
Yeah.
Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. Already good cast lineup, right? You're thinking, oh, yep, attractive couple. Yep, this makes sense. They're getting married. Awesome. They're planning the wedding. They're like 2 weeks out from the wedding, and then they plan a dinner, catch up with some friends, and they play this game. Now, the game basically is where everyone goes around the room and talks about the worst thing they've ever done as a human being. So then, the guy says something, the girl says something, like this is not the couple. So for instance, the guy said, I was in a relationship with a person I didn't really like. We're walking down an alleyway. A dog was there, was about to aggressively bite her. And so he grabbed her, like his partner at the time, in front to defend himself. And then the
used
dog
her
started
as the
as a
shield.
shield. So, all right, that's the worst thing he's ever done.
Okay.
The person next to him said, the worst thing I've ever done is I've locked like a mentally challenged person, a young boy when she was a kid, in the closet and
In the forest.
in the forest
And left him there
and she left him there
overnight.
overnight.
What?
And didn't tell
Bro, what?
anyone.
Yeah.
That's
So
so
set
bad.
out to murder him.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
So then when it gets to like Zendaya's part,
Mm.
right? So Robert Pattinson said the worst thing I've ever done is cyberbullying, right? Which is obviously shit.
And by the
And-
way, let's just pause here because what you said to me is on Monday. You're like, when I watched it and we found out, we turned to each other, as in you and your partner,
Yeah.
and we're like, if that was, it was a no deal.
They were breaking
so
up
they were
gonna
instantly.
break
They
up.
said.
Yeah.
So, well, obviously we spoke at length about it, and
Yep.
yes, the general consensus is it probably wouldn't be something that we'll feel comfortable with, but there's so much context we need to consider.
Oh, I'm so excited. What is
Okay,
it?
so
Wait, can we go
essentially-
through your predictions?
Yeah, what
I
do you
thought it
think
was
is?
murder. I thought she's murdered someone.
Yeah, right.
And she's gone, hey, I've killed someone.
Yeah, right.
And that's the worst thing that someone could do.
Yeah. Okay. Well, interesting. So when she gets to her part, she says, when I was 15, I had fully planned a mass school shooting, and I even had a rifle,
Brought it to school.
brought it to school, but then never carried it out.
Never did it.
Never did it.
Whoa.
And the reason that she's deaf in one ear was from practicing shooting for the school shooting.
Correct. Now, the reason as to why she was going to do it was because she suffered some sort of depression. I think there's a bit of bullying in there. That was sort of the build up for the context.
Holy.
So when she said that, there was this big dramatic pause, hence the drama, at the dinner table. And
They
the
thought
chick
she was
opposite
joking.
the chick opposite to her lost her shit first of all. And she's like, you can't be freaking serious. Like, you're a monster. The chick's like, obviously I was 15. I was an idiot. I completely, snapped myself out of it. But she had full plans to do it. She had even recorded herself like a video message at, just a night before, the day before she was going to carry out the actual attack. Fast forward to I think it was a decade afterwards. They're all in their late 20s or something getting married. And now comes to the next part where the couple have to now live with the reality of what she said. And what you see happen to Robert Pattinson progress in the movie is you just see him continuously spiral. And you see him feel unsafe in his own home. You see him get freaked out every time he looks at his partner. There's moments where she's cutting vegetables and he freaks out because he's like, I'm going to get murdered or some shit.
Oh, wait, this is a pretty cool concept. Why do you watch the rest of it?
Because I went to bed.
So you watched it up until you wanted to find out what it actually
A
was.
tiny bit more. And then we just went to bed.
Oh, damn. So you didn't even see the rest of it.
No.
Okay, well, now that you actually know, I wanted to actually open this conversation up to find out how do you guys feel about what would you do in that scenario, right?
Okay, I think there's a big difference between actually doing it and there was a
Sure.
plan.
Me too.
I
And-
also think context is that she was really young.
And it's been a good 20 years.
Yeah. So, no, I wouldn't break up with Sanjo because of it.
I
Okay.
would not divorce.
Would you look at your partner differently? Say Sanjo's say it was Sanjo, right? And would you look at your partner differently going, I can't believe you're the person.
No,
that-"
because, think about it. If nothing's really come up since then,
Then they're
and we're
not that
obviously
person.
together, they're not that person.
would you feel some sort of discomfort if she lied about it or withheld this information for a very long time? So in this case, the movie starts up by a scene where Robert Pattinson walks up to Zendaya to try and pick her up at a coffee shop, and in the movie, the immediate first 2 minutes, you find out that Zendaya is obviously deaf from one ear, but she lies about it and says, "Oh, I was deaf since birth." Do you think that would impact the way you would proceed to?
No, because
Hold
I
this
can understand
information.
why she wouldn't drop the whole,
On
I
the
was going to
first
shoot a bunch of
meeting.
people. So she built the courage and confidence later to be able to share it. I wouldn't share it in
I think
that
it was the
circle.
wrong time and place.
Definitely.
But she definitely should have shared it.
Yep.
Yeah, right. And so, okay, so the only time you would probably separate from someone is if they actually killed someone.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah.
Right, okay. But say, okay, let's just play that out, right? Say it wasn't a mass shooting. Say it was they killed one person, right? Obviously, context matters, right? Self-defense versus I'm actually going to kill someone
Yep.
because I hate them
Yep.
or being bullied. But say they've taken a life. Obviously, you could look at it from a lens of empathy if it's more of self-defense. So in that case, they had to. But say your partner was
A
depressed
murderer.
and say they took someone's life when they were 15 and maybe because it was a bully at school, right? And these scenarios are a bit more digestible, right? You can look at it and go, I can understand this. Would you then have any difference or thought of heart?
Nah, I'd still stay with them.
And me, we don't even need to consider this because this doesn't happen.
Yeah, I can confirm there's none of that happening.
So my partner raised an interesting part.
Your partner what?
My partner raised an interesting part where she's like, if that were you, so I had planned a mass shooting at 15, she goes, what I would want to look for now is how are you rehabilitated? So say, for instance, if you planned to do it and then you didn't because you got scared or whatever, what did you do to ensure that this won't happen again? Because how do I know as a human being those tendencies aren't in you? And she raised a good point.
Yep.
She's just like,
But you had no signal of that throughout your whole relationship.
correct. There wasn't really like any sort of evidence to display that I could mass murder a fair few people, which, by the way, mass murder as a definition counts as any more than 3 people. I don't know if you guys knew that.
No.
Yeah, so to be considered, like if you kill 3 people, that's not a mass murder.
Okay.
As soon as you kill 4 people, that's a mass murder.
Right.
Yeah, fun fact.
Well, it's murder regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, anywho. But yeah, so my partner said that if you did it or you were planning on doing it, she's just like, I'd want to know that you have gone to therapy, you've realized that that's a bit wrong and that you weren't planning on doing that ever again to
That's
make me
fair.
feel safe.
Yeah.
So she's staying with you,
If I had done it. Or about
but you're
to plan to do it.
divorcing.
Well, I don't know if I... Again, I think I appreciate
She's like,
her.
would you do that? No, I wouldn't.
Goodbye.
I think for her, it's the same thing. Like, if you were about to do that, I would be like, what have you done to consciously
sense.
stay away from that?
Interesting.
So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Well, thanks for coming on, Serena.
Yeah.
If
All right.
you
Should we
can
get
Deeps back
Deeps
on, that'd
back?
be awesome.
Do you think he's there?
Babes.
I don't think he was just waiting.
You don't. I did.
I would assume he'd just be waiting.
So
What-
Deeps is back.
Did you think that
Holy
was...
freaking shit. What a movie.
Yeah?
I don't think it's like,
Oh.
come on.
Do you think he would... Okay, based on what you know of Deeps,
Look, I think it would be like a sort of moment when you see it.
you'd be like, oh, shit.
But then once I digested it, I'd be like, eh. But also, I think it's because we spoke about it and you're like, oh my God, if that was... Yes,
really? I
yes,
thought that
you
was a
hyped it
very...
up.
Oh.
And that's what caused me to go, oh my God, this was the worst thing ever.
And I had to know.
Oh. I guess I was the only one that reacted
Well,
the
there you
same
go.
way.
Okay.
Okay, so now Deeps, you have to watch it.
Well, of course I am. That's why I walked out of the room.
Okay, cool. Can you watch it sometime soonish? Because I want to talk about this later
Yes, I will.
on. How do you think he's going to react to it, Robs?
I think he'll be the same as me. Yep.
Interesting. Okay, well, let's discuss once I have watched it.
All right, next
Okay,
week.
moving on.
Next week, this bloke.
Next week. All right. Segment title: The chatbot history that ruined my relationship.
Chatbot history. So is that like a ChatGPT?
Potentially.
Okay.
Any guesses?
Chatbot. Yeah, it would
What
have
are we
to be.
guessing?
Yeah. It's more ChatGPT related. You're right.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just continue with the segment.
Okay.
All right. Again, putting our brains to use here. I've got some questions to ask you guys after I dissected this article that was found. Quite popular, actually. Article. I came across an article that said, I stumbled across my boyfriend's ChatGPT and it ended our relationship. The writer was by Lindsay Hall, I believe. The article talks about how she was working on her phone until it died and asked her boyfriend if it was okay to work on his laptop to finish this one last thing. She opens the laptop and it already opened to ChatGPT. This is where things begin to take a turn as she notices the sidebar where one of the previous chats had a subheading titled Relationships, Issues, and Uncertainty.
Ooh.
Now, before I continue this article, I'm just going to ask you guys. I'm going to put you guys in this exact scenario, actually. So you guys are working on your laptops in your own respective homes.
Yep.
Your phone dies, Deeps, your phone dies. You turn to your special someone, you turn to Sandro, and you're like, hey, can I borrow your laptop? I need to continue working. You jump online and you see this in the tab, the side, like that's ChatGPT, and you see it on the left-hand side. Realistically, what would you do in that moment?
I don't open it. I just have an open conversation with her about it.
That's exactly what I would do. Is, hey, I came across this. I didn't open it, but is there stuff that you want to have a chat about?
Yep.
Why was I thinking this was going to take a bit longer to dive into? I was expecting like a full deep dive. Boys, let's just extract this information a
What
little
would you do?
I'd,
It looks like you're about to. Yeah, all right.
He'd open it.
What would you do? Based on this article.
no.
Yeah. I would read everything.
No, I want to know, like, so Rubs, you know how you say to me, because you're like,
That's a blinds in the other room.
Oh, okay. I was
wow.
like, bro.
okay. Because Rubs, you know how you say to me, oh, this is a sign, that's a sign. Like, you're a signs type of guy. That's what I generalize.
I believe in the universe.
You believe in the universe,
Yep.
right? And I believe that when you stumble across a piece of information, things were supposed to happen for a reason.
Yep.
So the fact that you may have stumbled across this ChatGPT sidebar history, part of you might feel that I was supposed to stumble across this. If that's how
then have a
to
conversation.
then have a conversation.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Not this the sign to open it up and then read it.
right.
I guess you don't agree.
No. No. I just want to understand, right? So then, okay. So your answer both is you would talk to your respective partners and go, "Hey, this is what I see here. Do we want to talk about something?" Pretty valid. Pretty
Yep.
valid. Okay. Cool.
Let's take this a step further, by the way. Let's look at the last 3 conversations we've had on ChatGPT. How about that?
Oh, I don't have it on my phone.
My phone's right there, but I'm pretty sure I can.
Excuses, huh?
I've got the. I don't even have the
Alright.
free version.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm on Claude now, so
Mine's capital gains tax, sleep schedule planning, baby evening fussiness.
Okay. You want to hear? This is the last 3.
Yep.
Podcast content ideas. Obviously, research.
I thought they were really original. What happened?
Inspired.
Inspired. Fair enough.
Arm tingling diagnosis help.
What?
My partner listening to this will understand why that's the case.
Okay.
And then the last thing was Indian household superstitions.
Let's double click on that one.
Which one?
The superstitions.
Okay, so
What happened there?
so I don't know if you remember from our last week's podcast episode.
Oh, the marrying a
talked
banana tree.
Correct. And I thought, how funny would it be if we discussed every household superstition we genuinely believed growing up? And that's why,
good.
And that's why I was researching that topic. So maybe stay
nice.
tuned for that. Any South Asian listeners to this
Yeah.
piece would probably relate to that because they'd be like, "Oh my God, yeah."
We know a guy
here we
that
go.
actually didn't have a shower throughout the entire HSC period because he
Oh
thought
my God,
if he has a shower,
yes.
his knowledge will go away.
Oh my God, yeah. He went like 2 to 3 weeks without having a shower.
Average.
Who the F was this?
I'll tell you offline.
Can you name and shame this person?
No.
Oh.
Okay. Anyways, but yeah, that was my.
Okay,
you,
got
Deeps,
you.
you don't have your ChatGPT.
Well, I
history?
was just on Claude just then, and it's all Rentnest associated. That's
so
my.
work. Yeah,
it's just
gotcha,
work, yeah.
Gotcha.
Anyone using it as a tool to dissect relationships and go down the psychological, mate, go and see a professional. Like,
Okay, it's funny you say that. I'll go back to this article.
Ooh. He came prepared.
Well, of course. Okay, so she reads the last sentence. So obviously she clicked on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it said, "From what you're sharing, you should end the relationship." Her then boyfriend had asked on the chat, "Should I be in love after 3.5 months?" Pause. I'm going to interject another question to you boys. I'm just doing it a bit differently rather than going
You do, bro. You are the master here.
Hey,
you're-
line producer guy.
Don't forget who you are. You are Karthik.
The guy who doesn't know when it's recording or not. Is everything?
Everything's recorded, can confirm.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay, so is there an appropriate time to fall in love? Now, I know that's a very open, broad question. And I know I'm asking for both very particular reasons because
You sly dog, you.
you were
He
slated.
wants more information.
Well, our superstar over here took a very long time to say "I love you," I believe, to Sanjo.
Yeah, well, me and Sanjo were like not together for a whole year. We had
What does that mean?
like we just weren't together.
What does that mean?
Like we dated. No, yeah. So we met each other. She was in a relationship that was ending towards the start. So no,
let's-
we didn't do anything. She was
Yeah, I
just-
knew that. I was just trying to be dramatic.
You're trying to be a bit more dramatic.
She was in a relationship we met.
You
as in, like-
dogs.
So we were speaking, but she was like,
She had a boyfriend.
yeah, but like we're not.
Yeah, but she
speaking
clearly
about-
wanted to be with this guy.
Yeah, fair
Guys, they're
enough.
parents now. Like, we can get
Fair
past.
enough. Yeah, this is like 12 years ago, but okay. And yeah, so
And she broke up with the guy.
well, they broke up. They were going to break
Because
up
of
anyway.
Rubs.
Yeah, sure.
They were going to break up anyway. And so I just happened to come in for the final innings. And the thing is, we weren't together. So I like was obviously in a different headspace. And
So hang on.
He
So
was
you were in a
going to
situation.
his
Could you say
own
that you were in a
thing.
situationship then? Is that what you would say, or you just
I
went-
wasn't in a relationship. I
Right.
was still going back and forth with the ex.
Situationship.
Situationship.
What's situationship?
That's what it was. You said you were going back and forth with an ex.
I see. Yes, that's exactly where I was at. So we were both in very like difficult, different scenarios. And so for a whole year we weren't together. But that stuff ended within the first couple of months. And then we had all these like
How we got
all the little kids fights, like I'm not going to talk to you for this. We had that.
You and Sam.
Yes, but before we got together. And then
This is weird, eh? Can you? I can't see this.
Yeah,
as-
we
I
were
can't see
kids.
it.
Let's
I can't
be
see
real.
it. Not to this detail, no.
And then once we hit, like, basically got to the year mark of knowing each other, I was like, look, I really want to be with you, but like, I'm also got like all this stuff. She goes, look, you're either in or you F off.
she?
Yes. And I was like,
Online.
what? In real? I was like, actually? She's like, no, this is it. I'm calling it. It's either this or not. And bruh, my life changed after that. I was like, I'm in. And since then, we don't fight about anything.
But you didn't even answer the proper question that I asked here. Well, I wanted to know. So, how long did you wait until you said I love you?
Well, when we got together, it was within 3 months. I think I said it before she did.
Okay, hang on. So you had a year, just so I can get this right. You had a year of being mates, I guess, in some weird situation. We
here and
dated.
there.
We dated.
Yep. Towards the back end of the 1 year.
Sure. She's probably in a relationship at that point.
No, she's broken up in the first month
Sorry.
of knowing.
Can you see how it's a bit
Bro,
confusing?
this is
But can you
crazy.
see how it's a bit confusing though?
Entrapment, bro. This
Also,
shit's entrapment.
I can probably see how Sanjo feels in that moment because she's probably a bit confused as well. She's probably like, "Are you in or you're out? Like, well, which one?"
So, okay, let me break it down. So
Should I
12
go
months-
again? Should I leave? I'm out of here, boys. I'm out of here.
We meet.
Yeah.
Let's assume for the first 2 months,
Yep.
we have our own scenarios going on. Then those scenarios end. We are not together for the next 10 months.
Okay.
Towards the last 2 months.
But you're talking
we're
basically
talking,
every day.
Not talking. Talking, not talking.
Okay.
Wow. So how long are the periods?
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Sometimes
snap,
2
snip,
weeks,
snap.
sometimes a month. And then we get to the final month where we start dating because we're like, hey, like
Let's give
maybe
this a go.
And then we got to the point at that point after a month of dating, she was like, look, you're either in or you're out. 'Cause I'm
Okay.
not doing
So
this shit.
when you had decided you were in,
Yep.
and obviously then you let the feelings grow.
Yep.
Yep.
And then it
Because
escalated.
before then
Compound
you
growth,
were
bro.
like put the feelings on hold.
Yep.
From when you said I'm in,
Yep.
to when the feeling grew and had grown,
Within 3 months.
within 3 months you said,
Yep.
"Hey, like,
Yep.
got something to tell you."
Yep.
Yep. I
love
got the
you.
feels.
I love you.
I love you.
Yep.
Yep. That's how you said it.
That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful, man. That's
What do you think? What do you think is appropriate?
Okay.
don't-
Well, we'll get to.
I
Deeps,
don't.
what are
I
your
don't think
thoughts?
there's a stage per se that it needs to be appropriate. I think it comes with time and experience, right? If I was to look at my first ever relationship, we were saying I love you and all that sort of shit within the first couple of weeks, right? And that felt, in a large way, like you're flying here, right? But then by the time reality kicks in, you've gone from here to here and we've realized that this person isn't the right person for me, right? And obviously with age, maturity, like you would be, if say for instance, you were still single and you met someone now, your version of the experience that you have would be far different to what you've gone through.
Of course.
It's more practicality based. And I think through the practicality of it, there is an inherent sense of love that comes from that, on how realistic two people can be in a certain situation. So I think for me, my timelines have always varied. I've never had like I say it within the first couple of months or it takes me a year to say it or anything like that. It's just, I think it's very time dependent based on experience.
So with your special someone, you haven't said it yet. Is that what you're saying?
No, I have.
Notice how he just. Notice how he just.
I've got more information now. I love it. I love it.
You just want to do one of these
We
ones,
did the
and
whole
then.
segment just for that.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, about you. What do you think?
Oh, I actually echo what Deeps has said. So I think everyone's timeline is uniquely different.
Yep.
So what might work for him might not work for you, may work for me, may not work for me. So that's the first thing. There isn't a quote unquote right time. Right? People have this concept in their mind that by a certain point within a relationship, I should experience X, Y, Z. And I think as a wedding photographer, I can say this because I have the privilege of meeting so many couples every single year. When I ask you, how did you meet? When I ask you, who said I love you first, everyone's answers are different. And when I also ask, when did you realize you were in love? I've gotten everything from like, instant, like immediate, like I love this person to, it was after a year. So both answers are usually right. There isn't to say that this is right or wrong. And I think I've realized, sorry, I know we've gone on a big tangent away from the article here, but I've realized from this experience that, to Deeps' point, it's what fits who you are rather than you fitting a stereotype of what you've been told.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Makes sense. I like it.
So, going back to the article, that was a great little segment, guys. Thanks for sharing. So, the last part I said was, should I be in love after 3.5 months? He then wrote things about how attracted he was to her, saying things like she was too petite, and even typed things like, I'm just not proud of her.
What?
Yeah. She writes in the article that the fact that it was on ChatGPT made the whole thing feel even more grotesque and surreal. It was like accidentally reading someone's diary, except the diary was a fucking robot predisposed to agree with him, ready to take his cruel thoughts and shape them into something reasonable.
Safe to say she doesn't use chat anymore?
I don't think so. So she confronted him. They figured it out somehow and ended up dating him like each other a little longer, to which she writes she couldn't unknow what he had written. So now it's just there.
Fair enough.
I can't remember what the end scenario was. So I've got a few questions from this. Based on this scenario, do you think, say the same scenario played out, chatty, right? You stumbled across it, blah, 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 blah. Do you think this scenario would have been different if it was a diary? So say, for instance, the chick in this entire article stumbles across his diary, and all she just sees is like pages and pages on writing. Do you think the way she could respond to that scenario be different from it being instead ChatGPT?
No, I think with chat, you get that interactive part where I'm basically asking a question, and if it hasn't been programmed the right way with instructions, it means it's just going to basically agree with everything you say.
Yeah, I thought you'd say this.
So if you're writing in the diary, you obviously don't have someone coming in and reconfirming those thoughts. But I think it's the same thing. A lot of people do use it. Like I have a little project on chat that it's like a personal journey one. I wrote about it yesterday. So I do use it personally. And my thing was, believe it or not, it's hard for me to have conversations with certain topics and things. So I have to discuss it with chat.
Hey,
Yeah,
in
fair
case
enough.
we haven't made this a safe enough space for you.
Get the F out of here.
Excuse me. I pride myself in being...
You can't even say it with a straight face.
Excuse me.
How are you feeling?
How are you feeling? Just because I know it's
Well,
you.
maybe not this environment. Maybe outside, no cameras.
No, but
That's
I know,
what you're
but hang
referring
on.
to.
All jokes aside, I know this Juthia would never open up about his thoughts and feelings, whereas you and I have had plenty of heart-to-hearts.
Yes.
Right? And that's fine, because you do you, boo-boo, and I'm never going to be like, you need to come to me. So whatever
Fair
you
enough,
feel like
fair
you
enough.
need to do, that's fine.
Yeah.
But are you saying to him that this is an open forum, less the cameras,
Minus
Serena?
all of this.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Great.
I've always known you to be a private person with your thoughts and feelings, so fine. But in case you thought you couldn't, I'm there to
I
challenge
appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Wow, this is awkward, isn't it? Far
Deeps,
out.
over to you.
Yes.
So Rovs gave his 2 cents on that. Do you think this entire scenario would be different if this was the dude writing in his journal versus the dude going on ChatGPT?
Nope. I think it all falls under the veil of privacy, or you're being able to respect someone else's privacy. And that's what I genuinely believe in, right? Where, I should be able to feel like that the other person will trust me enough to have an honest and open conversation with me, and vice versa. And I think in any given scenario, if I was to see that or anything else for that matter, I would have a conversation. And I think this is where the years of experience of having gone through these journeys or micro journeys in relationships and whatever the case may be has allowed me to get to a point where I'm secure enough in myself to know that if I'm with someone that's just going to be honest, great. But I'm sure if I don't feel like that, a lot of other things would have had to happen prior to that for me to be in that position to begin with.
I like it.
Interesting point. I think the points that I wrote here to take away is, yes, I actually do think it is different for 2 particular reasons. So number one, you alluded to this at the start. ChatGPT is generally designed to validate you, right? So anyone new to the AI space, right, it's generally designed to validate you. There's even memes of going like on TikTok, I remember scrolling where someone's like, I've cheated on my partner, and ChatGPT's like, yeah, but you were feeling like you had to
Yeah, that's
because you weren't
insane.
like feeling desire. And it obviously it validates you, right? So I think taking that at face value, that's a big problem. The second thing is that AI typically also is, or the way at least chat is designed, is also designed to keep you on there, right? So it will ask you more questions to continue to feed that cycle, right? The way I sort of thought about this was, if it was a journal, this could just be someone's intrusive thoughts that they had to put somewhere to then maybe take a step away from, and to not have feedback on it, but to actually just have it to observe the thought and to view what the irrational fear could potentially be. Because how is this any different to when someone takes those same thoughts to a therapist, a trained professional? You're there to say, hey, by the way, I have this thought, and it's an intrusive, irrational fear of my partner, and these are the thoughts that I have. You're going to look at that scenario with a lot more empathy and compassion than you would to say ChatGPT that's there to design to validate your thoughts. Plus also, like, at the same point, you would also react differently to it if you were the person on the receiving end, right? Here you're seeing a tab open on like a history page of your relationship from your partner. But then on the other front, if you like say, compare that to say a journal entry, or you go into say therapy about it, you're automatically looking at it from a lens of this person's actively doing something about this. Like they're there to then go and challenge these thoughts even. Because for all we know, we also have irrational thoughts as human beings in relationships, and they're very normal. So how is it that one gets criticized from chat and the other one looks at from a compassionate lens? So I do think that, yes, there is a difference between the two.
Well, I did read this stat, I think it was literally yesterday, where 82% of Australians use some form of AI platform or tool in everyday life. Only 7% of the 82% are advanced users.
What is an advanced user?
Like a paid?
Yeah, like someone who's like a genuine specialist in understanding how a lot of that coding metrics and all the stuff in the background works. But it was just an interesting stat that like 8 out of 10, so 8 out of 10 Australians use it, but only 7% of them actually know how to use it.
That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Love that.
But yeah, what did you think about that segment?
I like it.
Good.
I'm going to take a detour.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So it came up in my mind and I wanted to discuss it, and I should have mentioned it to you earlier today.
Is this unrelated to...
Unrelated to
So
that.
very sharp left turn right now.
Yep. So have you guys heard about the latest situation with the spaceship, and they went and they came back?
How did I know this was going to hand?
It's fake.
Wait,
I saw it as well.
Wait.
Yeah, there's so many
Bro,
like...
they were broadcasting the
I
live
know.
stream.
That's how you know it's fake.
Yeah, like there's so much there.
okay, hang on.
There's so many levels to it where you're just like, no, that's like flat Earth. But there's so many things that these guys are putting together, and they're like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at this, and you're like, it's hard to deny, because to be honest, I don't know what to believe anymore. In fact, do you know the name AstraZeneca? Right? If you actually break it down in Google Translate, do you know what it actually means? So if you go out and it's AstraZeneca, it's going to say AstraZeneca is AstraZeneca. Then you go and break down the word a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. So it's still AstraZeneca, but now if it's broken down into a specific, I guess word or couple of words, do you know what it means?
No.
A road to death. Bruh, if that doesn't scare you, I don't know what does. So I have lost all faith in what I get shown on TV.
So okay, so let me just get this straight. You believe that the astronauts that flew up into space to do a round trip around the moon and come back is completely fake.
Yeah. In fact, you believe it too?
And you believe it too, Serena?
Yeah. So you know the chick that went, apparently she was an actress 13 years ago in Mad Max. It's weird, bro. It's weird. Not 13 years ago. She's been doing like this astronaut stuff for 13 years, but she was in the movie. And I was like, surely not. Then apparently the weirdest one I saw was someone was taking, they were like, oh, they've all four come and they're like on this podium and they're all like, everyone's cheering for them. And then there's some people that have like used their phones to like take photos of the people. But when they're taking the photos, like there's no one there in the photos. So it's like, is it all staged and they're just there as like sort of a green screen after the fact? Wow. It's actually whacked, bro.
What the hell? And why do you believe that it's true?
Yeah, see, there's like a bunch of things like that.
So you're talking about the recent NASA, NASA.
What is NASA,
Wow,
bro?
NASA.
My Indian just came out there. NASA. NASA. So recently, NASA ran a mission called Artemis 2.
Yes, that's one.
This is what you're referring
That's the
to.
one.
Which sent astronauts around the moon and didn't land.
Was there like 4?
Yeah, sorry, it lasted 10 days.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So they sent astronauts around the moon, not landed, like it didn't land, lasted about 10 days, and then successfully returned to Earth in April 2026.
Yep.
This is what you're referring to.
That's what I'm referring
And
to.
you believe that this is all fake.
Yes.
So why have they never landed on the
Well, I googled it. I just chatted it, saying why. Could
of
people
course,
Well, I'm
chat.
curious because
You're going to ask chat.
you could look
Yeah.
like an idiot, or the world is an idiot. Which one?
What do you think chat's going to say?
Well, it might validate me, but anywho. So it said that why people think it's fake. These are the reasons. A lot of confusion comes from social media. AI-generated videos and images of the mission have gone viral.
Mhm.
Some photos were mislabeled or edited.
Mhm.
And conspiracy posts claim it was staged, which is probably where you fall under at
Yep.
this point. And they have been very widely debunked.
Okay.
Just saying. So reality check, the mission itself is 100% real and
Of course
widely
it's gonna say that.
verified.
Of course it's going to say that.
It was tracked by multiple countries, agencies, and live broadcasts.
Of course they're going to
But
say
some
it.
clips you see online might be fake or exaggerated. So that's probably what you could be consuming.
Bro, you
Why do
cannot.
you believe that?
Yeah.
I don't believe
Okay,
it.
I'll take
I'm-
it a step further.
Here we
I'll take
go.
it a step further. If you think this is real, it's real then. Okay, fine. Now explain to me how Neil Armstrong got to go back in the day. He was the first person there. This blew my mind. Okay?
I'm going to chatty this.
This happened, I think it was 1960. Can you just fact check if Neil Armstrong...
67, I
When
think?
did Neil
1960.
Armstrong go
Maybe.
to the moon?
Yep.
62, something like that.
Okay, well, according to chat, Neil Armstrong went to the moon during the Apollo 11 moon landing. Key date, he landed on the moon on July 20th, 1969.
Okay.
US time. In Australia, likely Sydney, July 21st. Doesn't
Okay.
matter. Yep.
So, 1969, right? He goes there. In 1969, we didn't even have the internet, okay?
Yeah.
We didn't have the internet.
Okay.
But somehow, this blew my mind. Somehow, there's this broadcast of the president sitting in the White House, picks up the phone, his landline phone, and he's supposedly talking to Neil Armstrong, which is when he goes and talks to him about certain things. And people are like, how the F does that happen?
He picked up the phone and talked to him.
Yep.
That must have been staged
Do you think
for,
that
for,
could be
for
a- do you
dramatic
think-
purposes,
Rob, do you
entertainment
think that
purposes.
could be a fake AI video that maybe you consume?
No.
That's real?
That was before AI, bros.
Oh, you saw that before the AI trend came in.
No, bro, like...
Bro, he wasn't born.
No,
in
what you're saying to me
1969.
now.
The
Right.
video got aired
Yeah.
before AI.
Yeah, right. Okay. I find it very. Deeps, what do you think?
Look, it could go either way. I don't know. But does it sound like everything is fake in general?
Yes.
Yes.
Everything is not real. And
So you're
people-
saying
people
outside
need
of
to question
Earth-
shit.
No, from the government.
Yeah, from the government. I think the Earth is a sphere, by the way. Like, it's not flat. I
Okay,
think that's
thank
dumb.
God. Thank
but
God.
there's a lot of shit that we've just accepted for so long. And I think the whole vaccine bullshit was the first one. And as soon as people start debunking that, you start like, oh, interesting. There's another one. I'll tell you guys off camera because I don't want to get cancelled. But that one got me as well. I was like, it's in relation to the whole Middle East crisis. And you're like, bro, I don't believe this shit anymore. You know who made me question all this? Modern history.
Yeah,
Mr. Radojevic.
Mr. Radojevic.
And
He
he was
knew
just
what was
like,
on. He
you know
knew what was
what?
up.
You always see it from one side. Maybe you should ask what happens on the other side. And when you figure out the other side, you're like, bro, what the F is that?
Yeah.
What would it take you? What would it take you to believe the NASA trip was real? What would it take you?
Them landing on the moon again.
No, him going on the moon.
He has to be.
By the way, that's on my bucket list. I want to not go to the moon. I want to go into outer space.
Yeah, me
Sanjo's
too,
not
me
a
too.
fan.
Me too.
I don't think it can happen in our lifetimes.
Well,
But
space travel is a project that a lot of companies are trying to work on. Yeah.
yeah? Where did you get that information from? Chat?
Well, like,
Of course they're going to say that.
I know some big
And
companies.
what about the whole Katy Perry shit that happened last year? That was fake too.
what Katy Perry thing?
Oh,
Perry
bro.
goes to space.
Yeah. That was all
Why
fake.
would
And like, there was a
Katy
thing
Perry
where
go
like,
to space?
there was like a thing where they land back and like they have to open it. But the thing is, apparently this little shuttle thing can't open from inside. It's not supposed to.
Right.
And what they did was they opened it and it was live on camera. So the guy outside who was about to open it, he basically shut it and then had to open it up again. And it looks so stupid, bro. And that wasn't AI, bro.
But can
it was
I
on news
ask,
channels.
why go through the process of doing all this?
It's a distraction, bros.
Yeah, everything is a distraction. But I think there's other stuff. Like if you can be the company that got like, we went to the moon. It's like dominance as a country. Like look at what we're able to achieve. And a lot of people believe this shit. They're like, oh my God, my country is the best. Because look, we landed in the moon. F you. You can't get down over there.
Down over there.
Yeah, I can't say certain things on here. Eh?
Okay.
Just for a poll, so Deeps, do you believe that it happened? Yes or no? I do. I believe it happened, but
I do.
Even know it.
the NASA thing, I knew. I saw it. Yeah. I didn't-
Where did you see it?
there was a live. I didn't see in it, but like, yeah, I believe it
I'm
happened.
gonna say I believe it,
Yeah,
but I'm
open to being
proven wrong.
Yeah, I'm probably the same then. Sure.
And look, I'm sharing it here because if I said this to Sanjo, her response is going to be like, "So what? So if it's not real, then what? What am I going to do with this?" And I was like, "I just want to share. No, I don't want to hear it because like, what's the point?" That's what I would get met with.
All right, good to know.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was a detour. Sorry.
Well, I appreciate it because that probably would have been our last segment anyway.
Yeah.
So there you go.
That wraps that up.
Yeah. All
How do
right.
you like that segment, right?
Yeah, I
all
wasn't
right.
planning that. When I asked you, hey, do you have any segments you want to bring
know,
to the
just
episode?
totally
you
just-
didn't think of telling me, hey, I want to talk about this?
Nah, just totally just. I didn't think about it.
You know what? Every episode we record, I should probably just leave a blank slate because something will happen.
Yeah, let the magic happen.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Any last? Can you do a call to action, please? Because you did a lot. I listened to the end.
Oh yeah, and people
Yeah.
commented.
Did people comment?
Yeah, people commented saying I watched all the way and I enjoyed it. So
Thank you.
Can you
here,
do
in
another
this
juicy one?
We're going to do one easier. If you watched all the way through to this point, I want you to put in the comment section saying peach.
Peach.
Peach. You know the fruit, peach?
Why peach?
Just a random word.
It's a unique identifier.
It's a random word, and I just want to know if people are actually listening.
Bro,
all the way through.
UTM shit.
UTM stuff.
All right, peach.
Peach. And that you enjoyed it, if you enjoyed it.
I hope you enjoyed it. Because I would really appreciate more rates on the Spotify account, more reviews.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys listen
Did
to
we
it
get
on-
any since you've spoken about it?
I think we've only got like 11.
That's not bad.
That's pretty
not
good.
bad,
Let me have a look and see.
All
how
right,
many
let's
we
go.
got.
Okay, here's my call to action. Let's get to 20 before the next episode.
And Deeps then reveals who is special
And
someone.
Bro, what?
Okay,
No
get to
way.
25 5-star reviews.
I
Bro,
see- I
are
see
we,
how you-
are
I
we,
see how
are
you
we literally
increased it.
saying that this is only worth 10 reviews? Mick, no way. Worth way
Well,
more.
Okay, we need to get to 40. 40
Oh,
reviews.
We got 18 now.
When we get to okay, we're on 18. So,
So-
we need another 22, and he drops who his partner
Bro,
is.
what the hell?
Yeah, I think
We
that's,
get to 100.
that's fair.
I'm putting this out there. We get to 100.
She comes in.
She's going to come in on the pod. 100 5-star reviews.
I think that's pretty fair.
Spotify, make it
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And if it says that you haven't listened on it, listen on it for a little bit, and then you can do 5 stars.
Yeah.
Go
Don't
for
listen
it.
on YouTube. Also listen on YouTube too. Like listen everywhere. Yeah.
Oh my God. Road to 100.
I'm so keen. Thanks, Steve.
Yep. His special someone is coming on the podcast.
I feel so
That's
sorry
gonna
for
be
her.
the viral
That's
clip.
going to be in it.
That's gonna be the clip.
Love it.